Hello, fellow future social workers. My name is Stacy Purvis, and I'm an MSW student at Valdosta State University. This semester, I did a project on domestic violence. I chose this project because I grew up as a child of domestic violence, so this topic is very intriguing to me. Over the semester, I looked at the history of domestic violence, legislation and court cases, as well as did an international comparison. What seemed reoccurring is that there is not a lot of legislation aimed at identifying children that have been exposed to domestic violence. The effects of children that have been exposed to domestic violence are the same as those that have been sexually, physically, emotionally abused, or neglected. Um, Last year in the United States, 15.5 million children were exposed to domestic violence, and 7 million of those children were exposed to severe um, intimate partner violence. The effects that come from those are detrimental. Some of the symptoms can include bedwetting, um, insomnia, nightmares, depression, anxiety, um, hyperactivity, poor concentration, poor grades in school, absenteeism. Some kids drop out of high school. There's just a whole host of problems that can be caused from exposure to domestic violence. Um, a couple of ways that we can address this problem is by making sure that better screening techniques are implemented to ensure that these children are identified. And after developing a better screening technique, we need to make sure that these screenings are taking place in various settings, including hospitals, health departments, schools, um, not just at DFACs when they are finally initiate an investigation. Um, the way that we as social workers can act is to make sure that we better screen our clients. That means not just screening for witnessing domestic violence, but for indirect observation as well. And that includes hearing the screams or arguments, seeing the bruises the next day, or broken furniture. The exposure, whether it be direct or indirect, are have just the same effects on children. And another way to advocate for these children exposed to domestic violence is through our local, state, and national leaders, um, as well as our local school boards and community organizations to make sure that these screening techniques are implemented in these various institutions. Um, I hope that this was informative, and I hope you all have a good day. Thank you.